So your mom calls again. She is having problems with her webcam. She's trying to, share her face and talk to family or friends, or she's working from home like many of the people in the world right now. And for some reason, she just can't get the camera to pop up. It's time for you to put on your Unpaid Technical Support Professional hat back on and help her with her dire situation. Or again, if you need to have her look at a video while you're doing some other stuff, this is the video. Let's get into it. Now, when it comes to a lot of the different apps, or when it comes to kind of figuring out if you can actually use a webcam, helps if you actually have a webcam. Just to let you know, not every monitor out there in the world comes with a webcam. If you don't see a hole in the front, don't see a hole on the bottom, there's no webcam. Probably say that this probably is not something I should put in the video, but yeah, I do. I run into issues where people just don't think that they have a webcam, or they think they have a webcam and they don't. If they don't have some kind of device that shows it out, then somebody just gotta ask them that, do you actually have a webcam? And if you don't, I think we found the problem. But on a more half serious note, because honestly that does happen to me already before, when it comes to using devices with your computer and everything, a lot of times if they are trying to do like Zoom from the browser and everything, sometimes the browser itself actually needs to allow for microphone and using video camera to kind of work on it. And a lot of times some people kind of really skip over that when they kind of first ask, and then so they're kind of like in the screen, trying to do stuff, and they kind of miss the timing mark on that. So what you want to do if you're using Chrome, to always try to make sure that you actually have webcam and all that enabled. And of course, if you are having issues and you're using pretty much a standalone, like you're talking on Discord or using Microsoft Teams and everything, a lot of times when the device doesn't work, it's maybe because the device wasn't installed properly. A lot of times you could just go into device management. If you type in the search bar downstairs of a Windows computer, device management. If you have an Apple product, sorry, can't really help you out with that one, but it's probably something kind of similar to that. If you type in the bottom, you should be able to hit device management, go to webcam, see if the webcam even pops up, see if your audio device where it pops up, and if you don't see it there, then it's probably something with that. They probably didn't install correctly. Unplug it, plug it back in, see if it comes back and see if it works. Simple problems require simple solutions. And of course, if you're using something like Microsoft Teams and you don't see your webcam or everything, or you do, and in this case see it and it's a blank screen, it might be something that you still don't have permissions to allow the webcam to work. That might be a setting within the computer. So look up your webcam within the settings, probably go to control panel, and you should be able to find it within there to allow for that to happen. Computers don't really have this as a standard to allow this. They allow you to be able to make that decision for you, so sometimes you'd have to go in there and kind of tick that feature on. Also, just one more thing, because I do want to say this too, if you using a laptop that has a webcam obviously inside the monitor and everything, and you're still running into the same issues, the same techniques or troubleshooting does apply to that. A lot of times it's just blocked from actually using the webcam. You do need to go under the camera settings, then control panel, and make sure that all that is allowed. And sometimes when you run a program for the first time, you might run into, can you please allow webcam to be turned on? So just because you have an integrated webcam, that doesn't mean you won't be able to run into the same issues and have the same solution. So try the same solutions for that, and you'll be set to go. Now, one more thing that's probably going to be a little bit more difficult to kind of get around is a lot of times that the webcam doesn't really install all the necessary software that needs to, and so you would need to actually go out and download the driver. So if you're Logitech pretty much has all their drivers out online for you to go ahead and download them, find the model that you bought, find it within their website, and be able to download the drivers, run that without the device plugged in. Unplug the webcam you have it plugged in at this time, and go ahead and try and do that installation. Afterward, plug the device in, see if it recognizes it, see if that solves your problem. And the reason why I also say go and actually look on this and make sure you try to get those drivers is that sometimes you might find that your webcam is actually not compatible with your system. There are still some older webcams that are not compatible with Windows 10, and a lot of people, they hold on to webcam for a while. Maybe they haven't used it in such a long time and haven't bought a new one and think it's still going to work, and sometimes it just doesn't. So I would probably consider that if you come across that and you don't have the driver that works for your machine, whether it's Windows 10 or whether it's Apple system, more likely it's not going to work for it, and you need to look at probably getting another unit. And hopefully if you bought it recently and you find out doesn't work for you, you'll be able to return it. But those are the simple ways that I kind of go through trying to troubleshoot whether or not the webcam works. I use my webcam daily for work, and I've also I use my camera as my webcam. The one that you're looking at right now, I use as my webcam. So I have different issues that I have to go through with, but not everybody's crazy like me and wants to use their very expensive camera to have basic meetings. So for everybody else, this video is for you. And if this video did help you out, don't forget to hit the like button, share with your friends, share with your mother. And with everything being said, hopefully this video saved you from another dire situation and you are now a more stronger unpaid technical support professional. Thank you.